Hi, I'm Jeanne Fiorini. Thanks for being here at the Tarot Tips. We've had a request from a subscriber to do a little compare and contrast with the Devil card and the Moon card. So we will be taking a look at that today. In thinking about looking at these two cards, it occurs to me that, among other things, learning tarot is sometimes the art of learning how to split hairs. To be able to discern the difference between one thing and another. For instance, what's the difference between being in solitude and being in isolation? What's the difference between practicing self-care and being selfish? What's the difference between being patient and sitting in inertia? These are the kinds of things, the nuances that really help to flesh out a tarot reading, that help to test your intuition, that help to define and discern certain things within a reading and within a conversation with someone else or yourself, to allow yourself to see the different aspects of a card, to see how it's pointing specifically to something that might be going on for you or for whoever you're reading for. So we're going to take a look at those two cards, the Devil and the Moon card, and do a little compare and contrast, see what we see. We're going to split some hairs. Okay. So here they are, the Devil card, card 15 of the Major Arcana, and the Moon card, card 18. Let's talk a little bit about what they have in common first. Okay, the obvious thing, I think obvious, is that they're both Major Arcana cards. So this means that these are forces that can come into our lives that we are going to be forced to work with, forced to deal with, forced to take a look at. So these energies can enter our life and make us feel uncomfortable. I think that's true about both of these cards. Each card in a different way can indicate inertia, can indicate a certain maybe powerlessness, a certain feeling of like something is sitting on us, or that we don't have as much free will as we would like to have. Both cards, and this is an important aspect, both of these cards sit in the unconscious. The Devil, as a symbol in the tarot, is not about evil, but about the idea of how our unconscious patterns and belief systems control us, how they take away our power, how they make us feel limited in some way, and also how those things might be projected onto people, places, and things in our external world. The Moon also is a card of the power of the unconscious. But really, literally, what we're looking at here, not figuratively, but really the picture on the traditional Rider-Waite-Smith card, is not that we're looking at the unconscious, but that we are sitting in the unconscious. We are on the other side of the veil in this card. So we are sitting in the unknown. We're sitting in the place of process. So there's a lot. I often think of this card as sitting at the bottom of the ocean and trying to find the sun. Where's the sun? I can't see it. There's so much cloudiness between where I am sitting and clarity. So both of these can have a hold on us in unconscious ways. So there's a little overlap about where these two cards can have a similar tone to them. Let's get nitpicky though. Let's look at how the Devil card numerologically is connected to the Lovers. 1 and 5 is, this is 15, 1 and 5 is 6, 6 is the Lovers card. The Moon, 1 and 8 is 9, the Moon connects us to the Hermit card. So, you know, I think it depends on personality types, which one people might feel more comfortable in. When you are in the Devil card, or when the Devil is in your life, a certain situation is challenging us. Look at how directly that devil figure is looking at us. Like, I challenge you to take this fire away from me. I challenge you to make a move. I challenge you to be conscious about your choices. So in the devil card, we do have an option of choice. We do have a level of, okay, am I going to dig deep and try to uncover where I have given away my choice, where I have given away my power? What am I unconsciously projecting onto a situation that might or may not be true? How do I blame other people, places, and things for situations in my life when I can turn things around, if you will, become aware of the unconscious pattern and make different choices? When we're in the moon card, at least in my view, we have less control. We have less options really available to us. Whereas the devil card challenges us to look at issues of power, issues of projection, issues of displaced guilt or victimization, the moon card is really about process. It's about the depth and the unfathomability of what cannot be known, what cannot be seen. The eternal mystery, that's the realm of the moon card. And that's why when we reduce it, well, part of the reason why when we reduce it down numerologically, we see a very similar image here. With these two, you can see a transformation. You can see a flip. If I become conscious of an unconscious pattern, I can make different choices. This situation is more about being willing to work with the unknown, to follow the path of investigation on an inner level. So when we see the moon card, we really have to succumb to the process, whatever the process is. Where do I have to sit with the unfolding or uncomfortable emotions? Where do I not have enough information to make a decision for myself? Where must I wait to see what other information might come to the surface before I make a move? How do I listen to my inner life? The inner life has its own tempo, its own unfolding pattern, its own timetable. We can't rush the process of growth. And the hermit, I think, understands that and is willing to follow the path and see where it leads. Now, we do run into situations with the moon card. It isn't just about if the moon card shows up, okay, I take my hands off the wheel and I just sit and wait for an answer. That, if we overdo that, really can lead us into, again, inertia, into lack of being willing to take responsibility. So, the question with the moon card, where is the line here? Where's the limit of where I have to sit in this place of not knowing? That idea about wallowing, we can get stuck in this place of uncertainty. Not that it can be comfortable, but it can take us off the hook, kind of, for making a move. Essentially, all cards have positive and negative aspects, but essentially the moon card is the willingness to sit with the mystery and allow things to unfold in their own time. So, there's a lot of words around each of these cards. I hope that helps give you some idea of the difference between the two. They're both about how the unconscious works in our life. From my perspective, the devil is a challenge to become conscious about something, especially something that might feel limiting to us, whether it's about my partner, my bank account, my physical appearance, my relationship with my mother or my father, any of that sort of challenging, tricky stuff that we all deal with in the world. How might I be projecting my power, and how can I get it back? When we're in the Moon card, the questions to ask are, where are there more questions than answers? Where does uncertainty prevail? What seems to have conflicting data and puts me in a place of almost paralyzing uncertainty? The Moon card could also be the power of the intuition, of the non-linear, of my dream world. What's going on in that other realm? So the Moon doesn't really challenge us to take action. It challenges us to listen and to be more self-aware. Again, the Hermit card being the connection there. This is a lot more about a challenge to authenticity. This is a challenge of process. I won't go on any further. I hope that that's clarifying, or at least gives you some food for thought. Thanks for being here. We'll see you next time.